Hi friends, my name is Brandon and it's the first Tuesday of the month, so it is time for another Brew with Brandon where I sit down and talk about the real stuff. Today let's talk about why Batman sucks. So my intro was a little dramatic. I don't think Batman actually sucks, I just don't like him as a superhero, and let me tell you why. He, as a superhero, is the only superhero that's really tangible to us, that is within our reach. Like, we could one day, theoretically, have enough money to be like Batman. And that's a dangerous perception to get into, and I'll get into why a little later. Let me tell you about the other reason I hate Batman, is the bat signal. Like, WTF? Does he just kind of wander around waiting for the bat? Like, what if he's watching a movie? What if he's asleep? He's not gonna cut. It's just, it's flawed. It's very flawed. And the other part of it is like, why do they need to signal him? Like, if there's someone terrorizing the city to the extreme level that people like the Joker or like Two-Face, like, it's on the news. He should be able to look at it and go, that's a problem I should probably go fix. The real problem with Batman is that he addresses all the problems from the tail end. He has this limitless budget and just an unlimited source of funds, and he decides to spend it all on filling up the prisons as opposed to, like, fixing the problem at the source. I mean, I know Bruce Wayne does like charity things too, but I mean, he has this huge multi-million-dollar business and millions of dollars, and apparently flight training and, you know, as a stunt driver as well. But all those things aside, like, he could donate so much, he could do so much for the city to keep those problems from happening. You know, like, let's rebuild Gotham's infrastructure, let's rebuild their businesses, let's really get their Chamber of Commerce kicking, let's really get their tourism up, let's get their education system going, like, work on it from the front end so that people aren't forced to turn to drugs and crime, so you have to fix it on the back end. Like, that's what's mind-boggling to me. Now, people who have superpowers that they can't help it, like, they have to fix it on the back end because Superman doesn't have millions of dollars to pour in to fix it on the front end. All he can do is fix it on the back end. Also, he's from another planet, so he's not tangible, so he really doesn't count. Batman, on the other hand, is tangible, and he's dangerous because he is tangible. He's dangerous because we can see ourselves in Batman. That's something we can become one day. If we just have enough money, we can do anything. We can fly and catch bad guys and blow shit up and do whatever we want. Enough money, anything is possible. And the dangerous mindset there is that it really gets us believing and excited that one day we're gonna be a multi-billionaire. And like, that doesn't happen for everybody. So you can be successful and not have billions of dollars. You can be, like, middle class and comfortable and successful and happy, and you can still fight crime. You can still affect the bad things in the world. You don't have to be a billionaire to be able to fix these problems. You can have an extra $10 to donate to a charity, or an extra, 8 hours to spend at a soup kitchen, or talking to the homeless, or doing something to affect it on the front end, so that way it doesn't have to get to that extreme where we have to wait for somebody who has billions and billions of dollars to come save everyone. I'm getting really riled up about it. It's just Batman. I shouldn't get so riled up about it. So basically, the problem with Batman is that he fixes everything from the tail end when he has the ability to fix it on the front. He has the ability to go to the source and lower poverty, get better businesses in there, get better education, get better halfway homes, get better everything, better infrastructure, better government, like, root out the problem here at the source. He could do that. He has the money to really make a big difference in that town. But instead, he just blows it all on big toys to fly around blowing stuff up when people are bad, as opposed to, like, going to that crime and that disenfranchisement at the source and, like, fixing it. That's the problem I have with Batman. Now let me tell you why I really like Batman. I really like the villains in Batman, and here's why. I don't think that people are inherently evil. I think that people are inherently good, and they just do evil things, or have tendencies. Some people just have tendencies to do bad things, but people as a whole, as a collective, are inherently about survival and, like, coming together to survive. The thing about villainy, like, as a whole, is that there are very few villains in fictional literature or sci-fi or fantasy worlds that are not doing something that they don't think is right themselves. They are motivated to do this because this will give me something. This is something I want. I want to reach here, and in order to get to this point, I have to, you know, kill, murder, and sell drugs or whatever. But the villains in Batman, for the most part, have just no reason. They're just evil, which makes a much more interesting battle and a much more interesting story because there's no justifying it. There's no talking to those people and saying, hey, like, you don't have to do this to get what you want. These people don't care. That, you know, people like the Joker, they just want to blow it up because they can. They have no reasoning, no motivation to, so you can't understand them, you can't sympathize with them, which makes them the perfect villain. I hope you guys liked this brew with Branden. Today I just like really went for it. I pulled out all the stops and just ranted about Batman for a while. I hope this video didn't run too long. Anyway, if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really does help. It takes like a hot second. It's free, it's easy. You just push that little button and it really helps me out. Also the subscribe button, which is, I don't know, over somewhere. It's around. It's hanging around here. Push that button too. And I will see you next week. In the meantime, stay careless, stay fun, and stay classy. That's a good one. Okay, bye! That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see the original Vlogbrothers video that inspired this one, click right over there. If you want to subscribe, click above. It means a lot, and I'll see you next Tuesday. In the meantime, enjoy. Mwah.